Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Chill and Chat podcast on the road.
We're bringing you stories on the wheels, folks. Let me tell you what's up. Also, it's probably going to sound a little weird since, we're in a car. I mean, oddly enough, it's not the worst acoustic environment, but, it's
Not the best.
It's a situation.
We are your hosts. I am Danny.
And it is me, Frodinsky, Frobro, Frodo, Sean, whatever the hell you want to call me, honestly.
Yeah, I'll call you Jim.
All right. I mean, I did say whatever the hell you want to call me.
So, because right now we're in a car because we are on our way to the elusive, the legendary Jungle Gyms.
I thought we were hunting Sasquatch.
At Jungle Gyms.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
I have never been to Jungle Gyms. Have you?
Yes, I've been there quite a few times. Actually, I used to make like a trip almost every other week this time last year anyway.
Ooh, that sounds like fun, dude.
I'd usually like to take a lot of people with me, and I kind of slowed down a little bit because I decided, you know what, I could save more money if I don't go there all the time.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta save the money.
And that's kind of... It's kind of where I'm at right now, although I thought it would be fun because I'm like completely off today, and I was like, oh, Danny's never been as far as I'm aware, so maybe we can take Danny, or I can take Danny.
Yeah, because we are writing an Appa.
Oh yeah, good old Appa. Remember that Avatar episode where, I don't know who they were actually, but they have Vegeta on their license plate.
That is so cool.
Remember that Avatar episode where they were flying over an orphanage and Aang was like, Appa, yip yip, and Appa went, moo, and flew straight into the orphanage. They're like, Appa, no! And it was funny. And all the kids had a fun time. The orphanage crashed, but all the kids were alive.
What? Oh, I mean, if all the kids were alive, then that's fine. Aang probably taught them to airbend. And Katara taught them to waterbend.
Yeah, she taught them how to waterbend out of their eyes because they had no home anymore.
And then Sokka taught them how to boomerang.
Sokka smacked all of them on their cheeks and told them to straighten up or else they won't get any candy.
No candy!
Yeah, dude. The Gemini, the rock candy from King Boomy. He went, rock candy, and broke all his teeth on it.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, dude, rock candy's so good.
It's sugar. It's just sugar.
And that's why it's good. I'm made of sugar. Even though I'm a skinny, tiny boy, I am made of sugar.
I haven't had rock candy in such a long time because, I haven't completely sworn off sugar, but, my diet doesn't include very much sugar at all. There are candies I like. I do like Butterfingers, pretty much anything with peanut butter, to be fair. And I really like saltwater taffy.
Ooh, saltwater taffy's good.
I super like it, even though it's, freaking terrible for your teeth. Sorry, I didn't mean to pump anything.
It's
I'm just
okay.
getting that out of the way so it doesn't make any sound. Oh, my thermos, I meant to say. Sorry.
You're alright. Yeah, it's me... I've got a few favorite candies. Three Musketeers is my favorite candy bar.
You mean Three Musketeers?
Awesome, dude. Anyways, then M&M's are my jam. I freaking love M&M's. And then movie theater candy, it's always been Bunch of Crunch since as far as back as I can remember. Bunch of Crunch has been my favorite movie theater candy of ever. And, I get it every time I go to the movies.
The movie.
I sit down with my popcorn and my cola and watch a good movie.
You go to the goofy movie, you'll get your Bunch of Crunch. What?
Yes, I go to the goofy movie. I sit down with my Bunch of Crunch and munch on the Bunch of Crunch during the goofy movie.
Yo, punching the crunching while I'm munching and slunching. Yo, at the movies watching a good thing. Have you seen a good movie recently? You saw Aladdin lately. Or that was a few weeks ago.
Aladdin was really good. I know this Saturday I might go see Toy Story 4 or Rocket Man. But it's Toy Story 4 I really want to see because I'm a huge Toy Story fan.
Yeah.
I have been watching those movies since I was little with the VHS tape, and I think one of my very good memories of the song The Boys Are Back in Town was because it was played during the teaser trailer on my Toy Story 1 VHS tape for Toy Story 2. So that's pretty good. So, and Toy Story's just been a good part of my life. Like, I remember one of my very first costumes for Halloween, I dressed as Woody.
Dressing as Woody gave you a Woody while you're listening to Randy Newman say, "You got a friend in me" for the 50th time. I like that song.
It's so good.
I really do. I'm making fun of it, but I really like it. He's a very good composer and writer, I think.
Yeah, it's like in Toy Story 1 when Buzz is like realizing that he can't really fly. He's not like a space ranger. He's like, "Won't go sailing no more." Like that scene is like, I can see it in my head right now, man.
Woody gave him the LSD and then he was able to fly. And then they landed inside a garbage dump.
In a garbage dump.
With a dog chewing at their ankles.
Nom, 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 nom.
And a snake venoming up their cankles.
And don't forget Emperor Zurg.
Yeah.
Blasting them up the booty.
Emperor Zurg was taking a big iceberg and shoving it up their eyeball hole.
Ooh.
I mean, I bet that would feel nice aside from the stabbing pain of an iceberg.
I mean, yeah, the stabbing pain of an iceberg would be horrible, but it'd be nice and cool.
You ever feel like a cool breeze on your eyeball and it doesn't dry it out and it's like actually kind of pleasant?
Oh, yeah, actually.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
It's nice as ice.
People are like, "Oh, I hate the cold," but sometimes it's just a pleasant sensation, depending on the scenario.
Yeah. Are there any movies that really, that like from your childhood that you absolutely love as much as I love freaking Toy Story?
I'm going to catch a lot of flack for saying this. I grew up with Kung Pao, and I absolutely love that movie. I don't think it's very good as a movie. I think it's just more like a very entertaining experience. Like, it's super funny.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It's just as a movie, like, you know, the plot's very bare bones. It's made to be entertaining. That's the thing. And entertain it does. I really love it.
Oh, yeah, no, Kung Pao, I remember I think I was in 8th grade, you were in 7th grade. You stayed the night at my house, and we watched that.
I showed you some of the bed. Enough!
God, I love that movie.
Let's see. I like that movie. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie is pretty dear to me.
Dude, I've always had it on DVD. Like, when it came out, I only had it on DVD.
Yeah.
I went to Salvation Army recently and found it on VHS, dude. So you know your boy got that. I would figure they would make the tape yellow, but they didn't. It was black.
What else? I like the Iron Giant.
Iron Giant's a good one.
Freaking The Road to El Dorado, I adore.
Yes, dude, I love that movie.
In fact, my trifecta of like those DreamWorks animated movies, not like the 3D ones, but like the 2D ones, even though the Iron Giant himself is not in 3D. I think my trifecta is the Iron Giant, The Road to El Dorado, and The Prince of Egypt. That one's really good.
Yes, dude. That movie is so underrated. Like, that's like a really good movie. And it's like, I remember when I first watched it, I didn't realize it was like about Jesus.
It's not even overtly religious.
It's not. It's just about Jesus. Like, hey man, I'm Jesus.
It's about Moses growing up as a little Pharaoh baby.
Yeah, Moses, not Jesus. Jesus, Danny, why'd you get that wrong?
What else?
Probably because I'm a fool and I haven't seen that movie in years.
I grew up with the Bunny Puppy. Do you know that one?
The Bunny Puppy? No.
Yeah, the Bunny Puppy.
What's the Bunny Puppy?
Alright, so, I remember seeing this in school, too, when I was a wee babe.
Is this a real movie?
It is a real movie.
Oh my god.
There's this little dog that, like, gets stranded from home or something like that, lost in the woods. It is a puppy, hence the title.
Yeah.
So, like,
it's raining.
It is raining. Oh boy, it might be a little loud, actually.
Oh well.
But, this little puppy gets stranded in the woods and is adopted by a bunch of rabbits, of course.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
Who thought of it? Is this live action or animated?
It's animated. It's like from the 90s, I think.
Dude, I gotta find this movie.
I remember like being annoyed with it at a certain age, but like now looking back on it, I was like, that's a sweet story. I kind of hate that I disliked it to an extent.
Is it an Easter movie?
No, it's not. It's just
It's just about a puppy that gets adopted by bunnies.
Yeah, and they they train it to do bunny things like, oh, this is how you forage for roots and tubers and stuff. And the puppy ends up like driving hunters away with like its howling in the middle of the rain and saving all the other rabbits during like a flood, if I remember.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
That's... How have I not heard of this? I'm gonna have to look that up now, because that sounds amazing.
I remember seeing it in school, so like I remember like everyone at High Street. Sorry, I don't know if I should have said that, but everyone at my school from like my first to third grade elementary school had at least known of it.
I don't think that school's even around. I think they took it down.
Yeah, it's a field now.
Yeah. So you can say the name. You can say the name. It's fine.
Well, yeah, but people are going to be like, "Oh, High Street, where? Huh? I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna find where he lives, and I'm gonna
break your ringer up your back."
Well, I was gonna say challenge me to a card game, but like that could also be one. Oh, speaking of dogs, I was dog sitting for the past week or so.
Yes, you were, and I met them.
Yeah, freaky Zeke and Maxi Pad.
Zeke is so cool. He's the big boy, and Maxi Pad's a little pupper.
Yeah, they're both Australian Shepherds.
Yep.
And pretty much as Danny described, Zeke's a big baby, and Maxi's just a little baby, like a regular baby. That's the best way to describe them.
Yeah, it's like Zeke's just a big baby, and Max is a baby.
Yep. But they're very well behaved. Maxi only made a few messes, and they were very easy to clean up. They are very walkable, which I appreciate. I love a dog you can walk with. Yeah,
dude. It's like if I was home enough, I would have a dog. But I've always had cats all my life, so...
Well, that's the thing. It's like, I did have cats for the longest time, and they're so... independent.
They really are. My cat Snowball, she is her own woman who don't need no man.
And I felt bad because like I was still working while dog sitting these guys. Well, dog sitting these dogs, the boys as I like to call them.
Dear boys.
And like, pretty much, it was every day last week that I was like, oh, I'm working 8 hours at this job, or oh, I'm working 3 hours at this job. Then, after like an hour of not working, 8 hours at this job, and it's like, I literally half the day is spent on me working on like those days of the week.
Right.
So I only have like 4 or 5 hours awake with the dogs, and I feel really bad, but they were very, very behaved and did a very good job, I think.
Oh yeah, dude. Like it's like when you and me walked them that one day on they were just very chill, like,
yep.
And I've never walked a dog before, so I was just like, oh, this isn't bad.
Dog walking is a fun exercise. Not only is it for you, but it's also for the dog. And you get to learn a little bit about some disciplinary measures, I suppose.
Yeah. I've seen your Snapchats, I saw Maxi just being a little heathen.
Maxi's a little trip, but I love him. He's a cute little pup.
But he doesn't know any better. He's a puppy.
And you say that, but he's still behaved pretty well, as far as I can tell.
I mean, yeah, I feel like he was very well behaved. He would attack on Zeke sometimes when he wanted attention.
Yeah, because he's a dog. Dogs crave attention. It's like cats run up to you because they want attention.
Yeah.
But dogs, like, absolutely need attention.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's that about Zeke the Freak and Maxi Pad.
Yeah, I think if ever I would have a dog, I would want a corgi. I like the small little puppers.
El Corgo Supremo.
I would, if I did get a corgi and it was a girl, I'd probably name her Mabel because she would remind me of Mabel from Gravity Falls.
Ah, and she sticks stickers on you and go to jail.
Yes.
I have to have a big dog. I would have to have like some sort of big dog that I could wrestle with.
It matches your personality though.
But like also a big dog that likes to cuddle.
Again, matches your personality, Sean.
Ideally, I would have like a big dog and a big dog and a small-ish dog.
Yeah.
But I like big dogs too much.
I like the small dogs, but it's because like I like the small energetic dogs because I might not be too short, but I'm very skinny, and I have all the energy, and I really like small dogs for their high energy and their willingness to just try to act so tough, but they're not. Yeah, kind of like me. It's like, I could try to act tough, but I'm not intimidating.
I don't know, Danny. There was this one time at the park you went to do the Spooky in the Dark challenge.
What?
This one time at the park you did the Spooky in the Dark challenge.
I've never done that.
Yeah, you did.
You fool! That was not me. That wasn't me. That was my brother.
It was you, Mama Lamombo. Mama Luigi. Sorry,
that was loud. That was loud, but it all right.
Ooh, Mr. Chevy, you're really peeving me off. I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna turn my head and cough.
Hey, Mr. Chevy, if you continue to peeve Sean off, I hope you stub your toe on something.
Oh, they're fine. They're fine.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I hope you don't stub your toe. But I hope you lose your page in a book. Oh, that's
annoying.
That's mildly annoying.
It's very annoying. I hate when I'm reading Game of Thrones and it's like, all right, was I on page 678 or 676?
Well, sometimes, like, when I'm reading, I will lose my place while reading because, like, sometimes my mind goes to, like, another spot.
Lord of hello.
And so it's like I'll be reading a sentence, continue reading, and then my brain will think of something else, and I'm like, wait, where was I? Crap! And then I have to go back and start from the beginning of the page.
I got that. I get that sometimes.
Yeah. But, I don't mind reading. It's just I have to find the time, and I have to have, like, the willingness to want to read something.
Usually that's just it. I mean, a lot of people aren't into reading because it's like, A, it's not a topic matter that they're super into, or B, they just don't have the time.
Yeah, I know in school, like, they had us read certain books.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't like being told what to read. It's just like...
That's probably what ruined reading for a lot of people, though.
It did, though, for me. For the longest time, I didn't read. And then I read... Then, like, years after I was even out of school, I read this book... I make it sound like I've been out of school for 12 years. It's been 30 years.
I haven't been to school for over a decade.
And for me, it's been 2014. Since 2014 in high school, then 2016 is when I graduated college, so not too long. But the book that I read was called "You're Making Me Hate You." It's by this singer of Slipknot and Stone Sour, Corey Taylor.
Uh-huh.
It's a really good book. Like, obviously, he talks about the stuff that just really angers him and stuff like that. But
like the fluff from the cottonwood trees.
Yes.
And also how people put their toilet paper under instead of over.
You put the toilet paper over.
You have to. It really bugs me too.
It's like, that's how it works. But anyways, this book is, like, honestly really good, and it kind of gives you, like, another look at the world and through a older man's eyes, because he's an older guy. He was around during the 1980s, so 70s and 80s, so he's experienced a lot. And plus, being the singer of, like, 2 epic bands, helps too.
I also thought you were gonna say he was from, like, the 60s. It was like, I mean, that's older, but, like, 80s is like, he's younger than my dad.
Like 7. I think he might have been born in the 70s. Off the top of my head, I can't think of. Sorry if there's any Corey Taylor fans out there that I'm getting things factually incorrect. It's just off the top of my head, I cannot think of it.
Still probably younger than my dad then.
He's probably about my parents' age, maybe a little older. But
he was old enough to go back to the old country.
Back to the past, Samurai Jack.
To play the games that suck ass.
It's gonna take you back to the past. To play the shitty games that suck ass. You'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. You'd rather eat The rotten asshole of a road kiss on and down it with you. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
What a load of cockadookie bull crap! Sorry, I'm still very, very picky with what swears I say online.
Cowabunga, more like cowabunga dog shit.
I like that line a lot, actually. It's one of my favorites.
Shit pickle.
I swear. I know some people give him a lot of flack just because of it seems his humor is very crude, but he's still very charming and puts a lot of effort into his videos. And he's been doing this for such a long time.
Yeah,
he's pioneered the video game review genre on the internet. And people are still just like, oh, he just makes poop jokes all day.
But that's his character. That's the character of the AVGN. James Rolfe is actually...
He is one of the nicest humans on the planet.
I want to meet him so bad, man. I remember really getting into him when his series Board Games came out because I really didn't watch AVGN for the longest time because I didn't know about him. I didn't start using YouTube hardcore until about 2008, 2009.
2001.
And even then, I didn't know about him until the Board Game series, and I'm like, oh, what's this? Oh, I like this. His Board Game series was so cool. It's I think he did episode either 3 or 4 when I started watching it. So of course I had to, watch the first few, and then I just really got into that. And then he started making AVGN episodes, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to binge watch this entire series.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of really funny episodes. Flip.
Ooh, flip dip.
Sorry about that. This middle lane is like a bunch of poopy dookie.
That's a bunch of potholes and such. If you know where we live, which most of you probably do.
No, we can't tell them that. It's a secret. No, whatever. People probably already figured it out by now.
We live in an area where there's potholes everywhere.
It really isn't even that bad.
Yeah, they've actually been taking care of them a lot better in the recent years, though.
I feel bad saying this, but I hear so many people who are like, Dayton has, the worst amount of potholes, or, Columbus is terrible with their potholes. It's honestly, you just have to, look for them.
Yeah.
They're really not too difficult to avoid.
Yeah. Although sometimes you get the one big pothole that you don't expect because, let's say, it's rained or snowed, and you're just driving, and all of a sudden, shoonk, and you're just like, ooh, I'm sorry, car.
You get transported into another land.
Pretty much. It's just like, whoa, what happened?
This dimension of gremlins and demons trying to steal your tires.
Oh, dude, I love Gremlins. That's such a good movie.
What's your favorite gremlin?
Oh, I love Spike. Or Stripe. Stripe? Yeah, I think it's either Stripe or Spike.
Wow. I haven't seen Gremlins.
What?
I haven't, no.
You've never seen Gremlins?
I've heard a bunch about it, but I've never seen it.
How have you never seen Gremlins?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think. There was a movie that I had, seen a bunch of times that, someone else hadn't seen in a while. I think it was, the first Madagascar or something like that.
I love Madagascar.
To be fair, I haven't seen Back to the Future until, about a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
It's a really fun movie, though.
Have you seen them all?
Just the first one.
Well, I have all 3 on VHS, and we're going to watch them.
Oh my god, Marty McFly is a real fly guy. I want him to shoot a piece of syringe in my eye. Don't actually. That would be painful. Oh, look. It's a Kia Rondo.
It's a Kia.
Mamma mia, it's a Kia. Yo, a pasta pia. It's a Kia. Everybody gonna drive down the road. Everybody gonna play with Toad and Mario Kart 64. Gotta show you what's in store. That was a bad rap. Everybody hears my lyrics and say they sound like crap. I gotta slow down. I gotta be a clown. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm sorry, that's probably obnoxious.
It's not bad. Honestly, we do this all the time.
It was terrible from my end. Dana, you were very good.
I'm a very good boy. I listen to the rules.
Actually, speaking of music and stuff like that, I would absolutely love to get a group together and do like an a cappella video game group, kind of like Smooth and Groove does.
Heck yeah!
I mean, he does it all by himself, which is like, wow, that just means like he knows every part and like is able to time it with himself, which some people have difficulty with.
Yeah, I
like
think
even
a lot
themselves.
Yeah, I think how they do it too is like they start with like the drums because that's like the easiest to go off to.
Yep.
Then they do the melody, and then they add in like the little details like bass lines and such.
I mean, it depends on the person. Some people find the melody or even the bass line more rhythmic than the drum section, even though the drums are supposed to be like the most driving part of a song.
And then they'll have like a metronome going and make sure they're keeping the time and the rhythm and such.
Because like if you're playing, I don't know, for example,
Mega Man.
Well, I was gonna say Mega Man, but everybody does Mega Man. How about Kirby's Adventure?
Kirby, yeah.
And you're doing Yogurt Yard. That's the one that goes do 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 do, and the drum goes like. I mean, like it's just depending on who the person is, finding whichever one more rhythmic. In fact, some people just kind of ad-lib percussive parts like that, since they're not always defined in like older games like that. That's just for, like NES titles.
Yeah, it's very hard to like find the rhythmics of certain like old video game songs. But I always liked older video games, but it's like I grew up on the Nintendo 64.
Playing some of that. Yeah. Freaking.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say, I know a lot of people are like, SNES games have really good music, but like, I think the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64 has like some of the best music of. It's not early Nintendo history, but like of like most video games.
Yeah, most video games like that one. It's like that one's usually the one I go to for certain songs.
Have you heard Star Fox 64?
Yes, dude.
Bum 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 bum. I love the music in that game.
Dude, I haven't played that in so long. I might have to try to find it again because it's like that was so good. But I didn't have that system for long, and maybe I had it for 2 years, and then I got the PlayStation 2, and dude, Crash Bandicoot, that soundtrack will always be like my favorites.
That's the one that has the boulder and it goes dun 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 do do do, right?
Yeah. It's like I think the one theme song that everyone knows is dun 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 dun.
Yeah, everybody knows that's from 3, right?
Dun 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 dun. Yes, it is Sean. 3 was the one I played the most.
I know a lot of people say 2 is the best.
2 is the best, but like I remember playing 3 a lot more. I love like Crash's design too. It's like he's Bandicoot with shorts and gloves and shoes. That's all he freaking needs.
Animal characters are very appealing to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun to be like, oh look, I am the cute Mario Italiano plumber, yahoo!
Or like, I am a adventurer like Link.
I am Link. Who's probably humanish, I don't know. Or there's Mega Man.
He's
like
an elf, but yeah.
All those characters are very appealing, but like you take a look at Sonic and like Crash and Spyro, and they're like, there's something cool about them. Like something almost inherently cool about them.
Yeah. Wow, we are in a real traffic jam.
And you know what they say, you live fast, you die fast.
You live fast and you come fast?
I mean, yeah, but like that disappoints a lot of people usually. Unless
yeah.
you're like in a big hurry.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, Blacktop Solutions. They take
That's racist.
They take Visa and MasterCard and Apple Pay.
That's racist. You can't say talk like that.
Top. Mega Man.
I know we're doing a lot of video game music right now, but like it's just something fun about it.
Yeah. Sonic. Oh, Sean.
Yeah.
Green Hill Zone.
Oh.
Yes.
I love that song.
Dude,
It's iconic.
Sonic 2, though.
You mean some of that Chemical Plant?
Hell yeah. Yes, Chemical Plant was so cool. I also love Casino Night.
I love the bass from that. You know the bass from that?
Crap, it's slipping my mind right now.
Boom 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 boom
Keep it going, buddy. That fridge door is opening wide and you gotta get in. Get inside to get a snack. Get a snack attack. Get the snack cause you got the munchies. Cause you smoked too much Hennessy.
The song's cool.
Yeah.
The song's really cool.
Well, Sonic 2 is like my favorite, our favorite game, really.
It is absolutely my favorite game, without a doubt.
It's like, for me, it's like Sonic 2 and then Crash Bandicoot 3.
I think my second favorite overall is Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight is so cool.
The game's amazing.
It's got like the old school, like, you know, bit style gaming.
Yes.
And
they styled it to be just like an NES game.
But you like to destroy the checkpoints, and then we get all screwed up, and then you're just like, oh, well, guess we're going back to the beginning.
I like a challenge, and I like being punished for a mess up. I'm not gonna lie.
But you do it on purpose.
I do it on purpose because it's not difficult if I don't destroy them.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Well, I mean, like, even then, like, normally it's a small mess up, like, oh, I fell on the spikes. Oh, crap, that killed me.
Oh, no.
Like, and like, with one hits like that, that's a lot more common than, oh, I actually took enough damage to die.
Yeah. Who's your favorite video game villain?
I really like Dr. Robotnik. Yes. I love Bowser. I love Bowser. Let's see.
I think I've always liked Bowser because his, like, defeat is so iconic. You jump on him, you jump over him, he gets the axe, and then you save the princess.
Oh, I like what he's become. Like, he's Nintendo's poster father.
Yes! Dude, during, like, E3 this year, they showed him and, Bowser actually...
freaking the president now?
Yeah, the new president, President Bowser. And video game Bowser was wearing a freaking tie, dude. And it looks so nice. Like, I'm just like, he needs to wear a tie more.
Yeah.
He's a good dad. Honestly, though, like, his kids are, like, really cool. He, like, takes care of the kids really well.
Yeah, you like to think.
Are you saying that Bowser is a bad father?
No, I'm just implying that that's what most people would think, is that Bowser's a good parent.
Yeah, I mean, Peach, her freaking people got turned into, like, mushrooms and such.
Mushrooms?
And it's just like, girl, you ain't doing nothing except getting captured all the time.
She does that on purpose. She gets a little, kind of a a high from it.
Oh, so she likes being captured.
Yeah.
And then being saved.
Yeah.
What a fool.
Just so you can hear the fanfare go. And then it goes. Da, 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 da.
Okay, Eager Raptor.
No, it's just how it goes.
I know, but you sounded just like Aaron. Mr. Aaron Handsome.
Is that supposed to mean something? Are you trying to say something?
I'm saying that you love Eager Raptor.
Yeah, I do.
I do love Danny Sexbang. It's funny how like alike we are, like the Game Grumps, but we also, I'm not saying we grew up on them, but we watched them so much through our high school lives. It's just like...
And that's a very impressionable time on the youth of America.
Yeah.
High school and junior high. Well, okay, I guess whenever you're young, you can learn a lot of things.
It's like you got me to Eager Raptor, and then the Game Grumps, and Starbomb,
And then we started robbing banks.
Yeah.
Killing midgets.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say killing and midgets.
Killing, and then we met some midgets. It was a good time.
Oh, no, I think, like, the M word isn't very PC is all.
Oh, little people then.
Well, even then, I think that's more derogative. Some would say vertically challenged, but that's, like... That's so, like, oh...
Height impaired?
Even then, it's like... It's kind of hard to say things that are politically correct without being offensive.
Yeah, honestly, like... I don't really like to get into this topic too much, but I will say that like it is hard to like say anything anymore.
It's the whole black African American thing. Like most black people prefer to be called black as opposed to African American.
What do you prefer?
Sean.
Yeah, he prefers the Sean. For those who don't know, Sean is he's
mulatto.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, a lot of humans are mulatto. Actually, I highly doubt there's anyone who's like purely one race nowadays.
I am mulatto. I'm more. It's like German on my dad's German, either German or Jew on my dad's side, and a decent amount of like Irish and Native American on my mom's side. Yeah. It's like you can really tell with like my forehead how like it slants down, like that's like a Native American trait. My mom, you can tell more with her skin tone. Like my mom is got that all year round tan.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like my mom's cool though.
And with Bruce, she got that all year round man. Am I right?
My dad is male.
Wow, Danny. Thanks for clearing that out.
Boy, you gotta clear it up, Sean. You gotta clear things up, buddy. You gotta make sure the people know. The people gotta know. It's like they just gotta know, man.
You know what the best thing about Sonic the Hedgehog is?
What is the best thing about Sonic the Hedgehog, Sean?
He goes fast.
Yes.
He's blue.
Yes.
He's got an attitude.
Yes.
And he sticks to glue.
And he likes chili dogs.
Yeah, he does like chili dogs.
Honestly, the reason I love chili dogs is because of Sonic the Hedgehog.
To be fair, that's why I'll occasionally indulge myself in a chili dog too. I have gained that taste because of the blue blur.
Yep, because of that blue blur. I'm excited for what they do with the movie. It's like I know they're redesigning him and they're releasing the movie next February. So it's just like his design, his first design that they showed us in the trailer.
It was fine. A lot of people were like, "Oh, his teeth is weird," but like other than that, his teeth is.
It was the eyes. I think if they made the eyes just a bit bigger and the mouth a little bit bigger too, it would have been fine. They don't have to like change him so much. It's because then it's going from it's so bad it's good to just it might just be a bad movie.
Well, here's kind of my thought process with that, which, like, I've also heard this from other people as well. Mm-hmm. Look at Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes, Wreck-It Ralph.
Like, that Sonic model, honestly, wouldn't be too difficult to put in, like, a live-action setting, or at least one would think, anyway. So it's like, how do they get that Sonic model, like, down pretty much, like, the same Sonic from, like, I hate saying this, but, like, Sonic 06.
Yeah.
Like, because that's a pretty decent Sonic model, but...
It is. Not a good game, but a decent Sonic model.
they get that Sonic, they get that modern Sonic, and then like they get to the movie Sonic, and it's just so different. I still liked it. I would have been fine with it, but
I honestly freaking love Sonic the Hedgehog a lot, you know, and so when they announced the movie, I'm just like, heck yeah, I want to see that stuff.
yes.
And even I didn't mind like his design. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's a little off, but you know what? I'm still gonna want to see this. And then everyone on the internet, except for like certain people, just were dogging on it. And I'm like, okay. I think the reason that this Sonic design in the movie and the Sonic design for Wreck-It Ralph were like so drastically different is because Wreck-It Ralph was made by Disney.
Yeah, that's true.
Disney is a good company when it comes to character designing. Like, anymore, they are freaking killing it, dude. I saw the trailer for Frozen 2, like the extended trailer. You don't like Frozen, do you?
Sorry, I just think it's like very much a cash grabby thing.
Oh, it totally is. But I'm still gonna see it.
I'm not.
I am such a huge Disney fan, man.
Let it go into the ether so we can never see it again.
Let it go. Let it go.
Take it out back with a shotgun and blow. Let it go. What?
But, like, here's the thing, though. In the trailer, they showed, like, Elsa and, like, all these other elements. So it could be possible that Elsa's is going to be able to control fire, ice, air, and earth.
Boo! She just needs to be an ice queen.
So it's possible she's copying Avatar.
Boo! We don't need a Disney Avatar.
We really don't. We already had the Nickelodeon live-action Avatar.
Oh, God, don't mention that, Please. Hush your buns. Hush them. Hush them, baby.
Hey, shut up, Buns. Quit talking to me. Shut up.
Is that how you personify your buns? Is that the voice you give them?
Hey, yeah, that's the voice.
I like giving certain body parts like weird. I like giving certain things like weird voices.
What's your penis sound like?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Oh, it's like that Crash Bandicoot commercial where he's at like the Pizza Hut or whatever. He's going, and he puts out the megaphone and says, well, what does he say actually? Because I remember watching Oni Play's version where he just says, "Eat the flippin' pizza!" really loud through the megaphone.
I don't know, dude. I haven't seen that commercial in a long time.
There's also the one where he says, "Whoa, that was intense! I just flew in from the new ruins level, and boy, are my arms tired!" Right? That's the one. That's the one that I kind of like.
I liked when Crash was kind of a meme for a little bit, like the whoa. Because there's Cass Van Der Poel or something. Cass.
Cass Van Poel.
Yeah,
I love him. I love him.
He did like he made a puppet of Crash, and well, at first he did an animation of Crash just going wow, and he takes over the world.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then he has Chris beheaded.
Yes.
Oni and G Chris beheaded. He's like, "I'm really sorry, guys.
I'm sorry." But he in a follow-up video, he made like this Crash puppet, which looked like the one in his cartoon, which I freaking want. And it's saying, first I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But instead of like the words, he went, wah, 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 wah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I really like that. I really like that a lot.
I Will Survive, that's the song.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, Danny.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Hey, did you ever watch Rocky and Bullwinkle?
I've watched bits and snippets.
I freaking love Rocky and Bullwinkle, even though like the animation is very simplistic.
Because it's old.
But the humor is so spot on. It's so like my type of humor. You know, Wilson Squirrel, fearless leader.
Hey, Rookie. Shut up, Bullwinkle.
Hey, Rocky, do you remember the time that we went to Spain and we ran with the bulls and I got trampled on my testicles?
Oh, yeah, Bullwinkle. I kind of flew that entire time.
I like how freaking Rocky just sounds perpetually tired with our voicing.
Hey, rookie.
We must get loose and squirrel. Natasha and Boris.
Oh yeah, that's right. They had the Russian operatives after the moose and squirrel.
Yeah, because they were trying to help fearless leader to catch moose and squirrel.
Yeah. Reminds me of that show. What was it? There was this show on Cartoon Network that was very short-lived about like a sheep. It was extremely short-lived.
Oh,
and, like,
Sheep in the Big City.
Yeah, and there was like a military guy after the sheep all the time.
Yeah.
And the sheep had literally done like nothing wrong as far as I can remember.
Do you remember
Whatever happened to
Robot Jones?
Yeah,
That was a good one.
it was pretty.
I like the art style on that one. Very like old school, like comic booky type style. Like you get the Sunday paper and you read like the Peanuts comics and stuff. Like the shading and stuff was very similar.
It looks like an episode. It looks like a panel of Peanuts.
Yeah.
Or Pearls Before Swine.
Which speaking of the Peanuts, man, I love Charlie Brown. I love the Peanuts movies so much. Like I watch Merry Christmas Charlie Brown and It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown every year. The Charlie Brown Thanksgiving one, where they showed, the one black kid. You know.
Oh yeah, there is one black kid just because they need it.
Yeah, but it's like I really love Charlie Brown because it's not like over the top, like animation. It's very chill. Like it's very jazz.
It's the meth addicted prostitute, Charlie Brown.
I would love a parody of that.
I'm pretty sure they have. I want to say Family Guy or Robot Chicken or someone else has done that.
I'd assume so. Yeah.
There's also a Caillou parody where Caillou grows up and he's essentially bumming off his parents, and he tells his dad he's going to beat him up because he doesn't want to get a job.
Oh my god,
It's really stupid.
I think my favorite character off the Peanuts though will always be Snoopy.
I like Wood Boy.
Woodstock.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's jingling his keys!
I have him on my keychain.
You have him on your keychain, but you like Snoopy more.
I actually found that Woodstock keychain when I was in college. We were doing geocaching, and I found that one in a box, and I'm like, oh yeah, heck yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I don't have Blastoise on my dashboard anywhere, or on my keychain, even though he's my favorite Pokemon.
I got Charmander on mine.
Charmander!
On my Charizard lanyard.
Charmander! Charmander! Charmander!
Charmandoza.
Charmandoza!
Charmander.
I like that very possibly homosexual flamboyant Charmander.
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 Squirtle!
It sounded like freaking Beavis. God, I don't know what that was. Sound like Gremlin.
Sound like a gremlin.
Sound like money. Doesn't sound like a dang on good time. You gotta consume those things.
Sound like Brexit.
Oh gosh. Ooh.
What?
I don't think we have any. I don't think I know any British people.
No, neither do I.
Dude, actually, there's this one guy who works at the CBS who has a freaking British accent.
Oh, he talks kind of like from the Queensland, does he not?
Yeah. Oh yes, he talks kind of like this. Dude, he's so cool.
He goes, hello, I'm from Britain. I'm sorry if anyone British is watching this and I'm butchering, like...
Hello. What's all this then? That's kind of the old school type. And then you get the, just a regular type of British accent, just kind of normal.
And then you get the Cockney accent, you reckon, from the Mary Poppins.
There's a YouTuber I watch who's British. There's a YouTuber I watch who's British. His name is Mumbo Jumbo, and he does Minecraft videos. And I just love his voice. I love his... Hello, everyone. It's me, Mumbo Jumbo, and I'm here to tell you Minecraft Redstone and stuff like that, and stuff and things, and whatever he does.
I watch a lot
I
of
like
British. I watch a lot of British YouTubers like Tom Scott. Hey, you! My name is Tom Scott Bridgewell, and welcome back to content.
I was about to say, like, YouTube is very much worldwide accessible. It's so ubiquitous in our modern day culture.
Yeah. It's like some of my favorite YouTubers are like British and Australian. Like Draw with Jazza, he's freaking awesome.
I was about to say, it is easier for the English-speaking countries to appeal more to us English-speaking viewers.
Yeah, because I don't understand most other languages. Although I love watching anime sub.
I was about to say, like, if it's not English speakers for Americans, unless they're like learning some type of language specifically, it's going to be English videos and then Japanese videos.
English? Are they angled? Are they angled, Sean?
I can be your angle or your devil, dude.
Misspelling.
I like that meme. So, Danny.
Hey, Sean.
What do you think about the color Skulenbigi?
Oh, that's a very good color, Sean. What do you think about the color Sporgonark?
I mean, like, it's just a few shades lighter than the blue that I like.
Yeah, I love blue. It's like, my three favorite colors are like red, blue, and black. That's why I got the rings.
See, I'm like such a cool colored person, like purple, green, blue. I like black,
You do
gray,
wear a lot of greens.
red. It complements my skin tone pretty well.
Yeah, I wear a lot of black, but it's because I just like black t-shirts. Black and red and blue.
How about black and yellow?
Pokemon.
What's your favorite black and yellow Pokemon?
Beedrill.
Oh yeah, it does have black in its color scheme. I forgot that. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, its legs are black. Never mind.
Yep.
I think its Mega Evolution has stripes, but, like, regular Beedrill has black legs.
I also,
There's Raikou. He has black and yellow. Sandslash
It's
is
more brown.
Brown and yellow.
Yeah.
And White Claws.
And white claws. You gotta get the white.
And brown bricks in Minecraft.
Yeah.
So, Sean,
What's your favorite, like, besides Blastoise, obviously, what's your other favorite Pokemon?
Aggron, hands down.
Oh, really?
Yes, because he's a steel type. He's like one of the quintessential steel types. Even though he's a steel rock type, he's just so cool looking.
I've always, so, Charmander's my dude. He will always be my dude. Charizard, awesome. But I have to say, I really enjoy, I'm not going to say Pikachu because everyone chooses Pikachu. And Sean doesn't like Pikachu, too.
Everyone chooses Pikachu except for Sean.
Yes. But
actually, I think a lot of other people don't like Pikachu as well. I just don't hear it very often.
I love, Ghastly, Gengar, and Haunter.
Oh, the OG Ghosts?
Yeah, the OG Ghost, because, I just love this stuff, and those guys are so cool.
They're pretty cool.
Haunter's just design in general is really neat. And I like how it goes from Ghastly, who's just a ghost orb, to Haunter, who kind of has a head and some hands. And then, Gengar, who is just all body.
A shadow demon.
Yeah, it's freaking sweet.
What is it in the Pokedex? Is like, if Gengar decides to pursue you, just give up. There's no running from this.
Yeah,
like that.
it's really creepy.
Oh, there are a bunch of cool ones like that, though. Like Aggron, the reason I like him so much is because, it claims a mountain as its territory.
Yeah.
And it'll pretty much beat the crap out of anything that decides to trespass on its mountain.
Yeah, totally, dude.
But also if something happens to the mountain, like, a landslide or something like that, it'll actually, bring topsoil and plant saplings and stuff to restore it.
Yeah.
Freaking Aggron's a violent hippie.
Worst Pokemon.
Worst Pokemon?
Your least favorite. Not worst, but your least favorite. Besides Pikachu.
That's actually really hard for me to say. I know for the longest time... Oh, actually, I think I do know one.
What?
It's Generation 5, it's Kling Klang. Not the ice cream cone one, because, that one's actually grown on me a little bit.
I like that one.
But freaking Kling Klang, the one that's just gears. It's not even a good steel type, which makes me so sad, because steel's my favorite type.
Yeah, I gotta say, I agree. I don't know, maybe like the 5th generation, but I don't like the one that's just like a trash.
Oh, you mean Trubbish and Garbodor?
Yeah.
I actually love them. I love them a lot.
It's like my only reason is like I just don't like what they're based off of and like their
Sentient
design.
trash.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, I think they were starting to run out of ideas, and I'm glad they stopped making games for a little bit before they came up with the Pokemon for Sword and Shield, which I cannot wait for that to come out, man. I'm super hyped for that.
I will say this, a lot of people are on Game Freak about, like, oh, running out of ideas or whatever, but, like, you take a look at some of their older Pokemon, like Voltorb and Electrode.
They're just
like
Pokeballs.
Like, I can understand Voltorb being like, oh, it looks like a Pokeball, but Electrode is just an upside-down Voltorb.
It really is, honestly.
And, like, a lot of them in that generation, too, were also like, oh, how do we make this one evolve? I don't know, add another head or, like, 2 more to it, like Magneton and Dodrio, which I also really like. It's just like, that's all their evolution is.
Cindy
Road, half a mile away. Everybody like to call me Hey.
I like Zubat.
I love Zubat. So many people like,
Oh, Zubat's so annoying.
Yes.
No, freaking Zubat's awesome. I love bats, man.
You get that all the time. I don't like Golbat too much, but I do like Crobat. Like, Zubat and Crobat are probably the ones that I like the most out of that line.
Yeah, like they're so cool. I love bats.
I know.
And I also like Ekans. But I like snakes, and even though I know Ekans' name backwards is Snake, but I don't care. Like, snakes are so cool. I held snakes when I was at college, and it was like such a cool like feeling, you know, like connecting with a snake when it would like wrap around you, or the little ones would wrap around your fingies.
They're cute little guys. I had a garden snake once. When I was at my grandma's, when I was a wee babe, they'd crawl on my arm, and I was like, "Oh, this is very cute."
Yeah, like, man, snakes are cute. Like, I super love them. It's like that's the one like pet that I would like to have, but I would not have a clue how to take care of.
Usually, I mean, you can always look it up as well.
I mean, yeah,
snakes are pretty popular.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're completely unheard of. There's a lot of people who like reptiles usually like, oh, snakes or bearded dragons.
Yeah.
One of the two. Or like anole geckos. Huh. You know those things?
Yeah.
They're all over the place in Florida, and I love them.
I like lizards. I've seen a lot of lizards on our bike trail.
Leap and Lepton, Larry.
Which they're super cool, but they run like really fast. It's like you'll see them and they'll be like,
oh yeah. Lizards aren't completely unheard of in Ohio. Actually, I see snakes a lot, too.
Yeah.
Snakes and little lizards.
Snakes. Yeah, I think... Yeah, snakes are cool.
I love snakes. Do you like the Pokemon Smugleaf?
Which one's that?
Oh, it's actually Snivy. It's a Generation 5 Pokemon.
Snivy, yeah.
It's a little Snake-O.
What did you think of the Pokemon Detective Pikachu movie?
Frankly, overall, the story was extremely meh for me.
Yeah.
What is this person doing? I'm very annoyed by this. Sorry, but,
Alright.
I liked the way a lot of the Pokemon looked, and I was pretty much okay with the actors, and I think Ryan Reynolds did, like, a very good job as Pikachu.
But it's Ryan Reynolds, so...
So, like, honestly, I feel bad. Overall, it was meh, because it was extremely visually appealing, but, like, as far as the story, that wasn't very stimulating at all.
Yeah. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, I thought it was good. I just thought it was good. It wasn't like... It's not something that I would say, oh my god, it's amazing, you have to go see it. But, like, seeing the Pokemon in the live-action world was very interesting.
I will say this, it is a Pokemon movie. There are very few Pokemon battles, which also is kind of... I hate to be like, oh, if you have a Pokemon movie, it has to be Pokemon battling all the time.
Because it's based off of Detective Pikachu, which is not even, like, that popular of a game.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like, if they would have based it off of, like, Red and Blue or something, then yeah, that would have been, you know, something that we would have probably liked because they've been... you know, Pokemon we know.
I mean, we would have liked it. You loved it, apparently.
I mean, yeah, I did love it.
You loved it,
But I am not saying it is, like, the best movie ever, obviously. But it was good. It was really good. I want to get on DVD.
I hear a lot of people say this, too. I like the Mr. Mime scene so much.
Oh, yeah, the Mr. Mime scene was
probably
funny.
my favorite part of the whole movie.
I like what was
He's telling you to go stuff it.
Yeah,
I love it.
What was the Pokemon that have like the speakers on their ears?
Oh, Loudred.
Loudred.
Yeah.
I like how they were like the DJs.
Oddly enough, that scene was like, it was whatever.
Yeah, it was
I
there.
still liked how they looked though.
Yeah. But speaking of Ryan Reynolds, I recently saw him in a music video, and it's a music video for a Taylor Swift song called "You Need to Calm Down," and I freaking love it. It's like most people would think that I don't like Taylor Swift because I'm such like a metalhead and stuff like that. But I honestly like her music. I think she's very talented.
Taylor Swift. Anyway.
But we have hit the 1 hour mark, man. We are pretty good with this podcasting thing.
I was about to say, is that kind of our goal for these, is to like make them about an hour or so?
Oh yeah, I think you're making them an hour. Sounds good.
I mean, I know this is something we should establish before we're like recording or anything like that, but like, maybe it's just like a general, it's a good rule of thumb. I'd say an hour long podcast is pretty standard. Yeah,
and honestly, keeping this kind of stuff in, like us talking, this is what this podcast is all about, just like chilling and chatting about whatever. But, so yeah, since we're at the 1 hour mark, I'm going to say we're going to end it here. So, Sean, what are you currently listening to, watching, and playing?
Oh, this one again.
Yes, we're going to do this every podcast.
Do we have to?
I mean, you could just talk about what songs you've been listening to, what
TV shows, or video game. You don't have to do all three.
The first two are a definite no-go, because I've literally been listening to almost no music and watching no TV for the past week.
What about video games?
I have been playing Hollow Knight, and that one's slowly inching its way up there into probably my top 5 favorite video games.
What's Hollow Knight?
It's a game about bugs.
I like bugs.
It's very, very simplistic in its aesthetics, but like it's very ominous as well with how it's presented. You play a cute little beetle guy who wields a nail, and you fight other bugs, and you explore an abandoned, ruined kingdom. It's very, very cool.
I thought it was a sequel to Shovel Knight.
Oh, no. As far as I can tell, Shovel Knight's not really getting a sequel. Or as far as I know. I mean, they are doing, like, the prequel stories with King Knight, and, like, Spectre Knight already had his.
Yeah.
But, like, Yacht Club is working on another game, though, that I'm super excited about.
What game?
It's called Cyber Shadow, and it looks like a mix of, like, Strider and Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden!
Yeah, like, I'm super excited for that, because those games are really cool and hard.
Yeah. Alright. For me, I think I've been listening to a lot of, like, Weird Al Yankovic lately. Mm-hmm. I super love, like, Weird Al's music and such. So, that's what I'm really listening to. Like, there's not much to talk about. It's Weird Al.
Doesn't he say, "I'm Weird Al, and I like cheese"?
I'd assume he said that once in his life.
I thought that was, like, something that he was well known for.
Possibly. I'm actually currently watching this series with my mother called Nosferatu. It's about, like this wraith, not like a vampire, he's a wraith. And, there's also a medium, and this, character who can travel to, like, different, like, worlds and areas and stuff, which fascinates me to no end, because I love, like, supernatural stuff and such like that. Playing wise, I haven't been playing too many games. I think the last game I was really playing was Bendy and the Ink Machine, and that's, I got that for Switch because I saw a physical copy in GameStop. I'm like, frick yeah, I'm gonna get that jazz. But yeah, like, Bendy and the Ink Machine is, like, so cool, and I love, like, the style, how it's, like, trying to copy, like, basically the old school Disney stuff, but doing it in such a creepy way. I honestly love it. I do want to mention this before we close out. I saw a trailer for a horror movie of the Banana Splits. Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Yes, the Banana Splits are getting a horror film, and it's going to be coming out on DVD sometime this year, and then it's going to premiere on the Sci-Fi Channel, which, honestly, when I first heard about this horror version of Banana Splits, I was just like, what is this? But then I watched it, and I'm like, I like this. Honestly, like, I'm really excited. Like, most people aren't excited about it, but, like, I'm into it. I'll have to show you the trailer at some point, Sean.
Okay.
But other than that, you have any closing thoughts?
I don't know. Just make sure you're having fun, and always remember to wear your seatbelt.
Be good people. And we will see you next time on the Chill and Chat Podcast.
Fare thee well, my shoveled knights. Fare thee well.
Yeah.